Sustainable architecture. My inquiry question is, what is the ideal sustainable building for Vancouver's skyline? The goal of my project was to create a criteria of features that Vancouver's ideal sustainable building would include. The global context for my project is globalization and sustainability because my project focuses on alternatives to unsustainable architectural designs that contribute to climate change. Sustainable architecture is an architectural approach that strives to produce the least amount of negative impact to the environment during the building construction. The building itself maintains its sustainability through features such as efficient use of renewable energy. In Canada, 17% of greenhouse gas emissions come from the building sector, so each sustainably made building makes a difference. Some consequences of climate change in Canada include extinction or animal endangerment of animals, including the North Atlantic right whale, melting ice that causes rising sea levels and higher ocean temperatures, and heavy rainfall and extreme weather. 65% of global greenhouse gas emissions come from burning fossil fuels for gas, heating, homes, and others. This percentage can be drastically reduced if we switch to renewable energy sources. Vancouver's ideal sustainable building would be powered by renewable energy. Kinetic energy from wind can be converted into electricity through the blades of wind turbines. This energy source creates a very minimal environmental impact and can be used efficiently because wind is continuous and a renewable resource. Smaller scale wind turbines can be installed on a building or aesthetically integrated into the design to contribute to the building's energy supply. This technique has been used in numerous sustainable designs all over the world, including the Bahrain World Trade Center. This building has 3 29-meter turbines and can produce up to 15% of the building's energy consumption. Solar energy is the conversion of sunlight to electricity through panels of solar cells and other materials. This is a low-maintenance renewable energy source that can be installed on building exteriors or practically anywhere with sufficient sunlight. The CIS Tower in England has 3 of its exterior sides covered in photovoltaic cells that produce enough energy per year to power approximately 55 homes for a year. This building also has 24 wind turbines that produce approximately 10% of the building's energy consumption. Hydronic heating is a tremendously energy-efficient underfloor heating system when paired with a renewable energy source for heating the water. This can be implemented in Vancouver's ideal building to reduce emissions, improve air quality, and combat climate change. Hot water is pumped through underfloor, flexible pipes that radiate heat to the building. This system improves air quality and is a great alternative to other heating systems that blow around allergens and dust. An average home loses up to 30% of heating and cooling through their windows. This can be prevented through properly made and fitted windows. Energy-efficient windows are created with multiple panes, glazes, insulated window frames, and properly installed and fitted to reduce the amount of energy needed for heating and cooling. The insulation of a building is very important. It keeps heat in the walls, which reduces the need for heating. Most unsustainable insulation is not natural and contains carcinogenic and toxic materials. These common options often include asbestos and are treated with formaldehyde, which is highly toxic. Cellulose insulation is one of the most sustainable insulations because it is made of recycled newspaper. The material is resistant to air leaks and is treated with chemicals to prevent bugs, fire, and mold. Reclaimed flooring and sustainably sourced hardwood are great flooring options. Bamboo flooring is an outstanding solution because bamboo is abundant, grows rapidly, and is exceptionally strong. Concrete is the most used construction material and is very polluting. Approximately 8% of the world's carbon dioxide emissions come from concrete production alone. Steel is an important material in many skyscrapers, but its production requires plenty of energy, which is often unsustainably sourced. Vancouver's ideal sustainable building would include recycled concrete and steel, or an alternative known as CLT or cross-laminated timber. Cross-laminated timber is made of large-scale layered wooden panels that are easy and sustainable to assemble and produce. This material is light but strong and has great fire, earthquake, and thermal performance. This building in Norway is the tallest timber frame building in the world at 18 stories. An ideal sustainable building would properly manage the construction waste that they do produce, although minimal. Any waste that the building produces would also be managed properly. Collecting and processing rainwater and greywater can promote sustainability as it can be used to supply water for things like toilets or garden irrigation systems. Including a rooftop garden is a great use of roof space. A rooftop garden can allow for rainwater usage and building community within the residents of the building. Using my rubric, I would grade myself a 6 because I believe that the quality of my project aligns most with the level 6 criteria. Thank you for listening.